Going live. Yeah, start. Okay. I think we got it going. I think we might have everything hooked up properly. I always like to double check. Okay, so it looks like we've got Instagram on, Facebook is on, LinkedIn is on, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, and YouTube. We are currently coming to you from 7 different networks tonight. This is Wednesday. This is our Smoky Talk, our get-together, our community hangout. So, this is Highly Motivated with Oregonji on the road. So, I just made it not too long ago here to the hotel. Just set up at the hotel. And of course, after I set up in the hotel, the first thing I do, I come to the car to smoke. There's it's raining outside. I can't smoke outside. It's raining. So we are here, just community, just having a good time. I'm feeling a little goofy. Because I've been driving for just an incredible amount of time. And so I haven't smoked all day. I just got here to the hotel. And of course, I can't smoke at the hotel. So I have to come hide in the car. So tonight, it's Oregonji on the road, hiding in the car in a parking lot once again. So the show comes to you from a parking lot. Big deal. But we've got some exciting things to chit-chat about. We've got some incredible, and I mean incredible micro topics this evening. So we're going to jump into those in just a moment as I slowly get into the show tonight. You're going to notice me looking over here because on this section, I have the Instagram. So Instagram is on this side and everybody else is looking at me from here. So 2 different angles, 2 different places entirely. I got to tell you, I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm pumped because I'm in a place where the weather is cold, where it's still storming. I thought I was escaping Florida just for a day or two. I was escaping Florida to get away from bad weather, and I drive where the weather is even worse. It's like I brought the weather with me. I know. What are you going to do? So thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight on this evening's show. I'm a little all over the place, a little goofy from driving a little over 12 hours. 12 hours. Totally sober. That means the time went by very slowly. The time went by incredibly slowly. No gummies, no nothing. But it was me and the road. And the road was beautiful. The leaves were changing. This is not something I get to see in Florida. In Florida, we don't see leaves changing. We don't see the colors of the season. They were amazing. I know some of the trees have already gone through some of their color changes, but there were reds and oranges and different shades of green all coming together. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I was in a little bit of awe today on the drive down here. And then I had a craving for tacos. I don't know where it came from. I'm driving down the road. All I can think of was tacos. I've been so good about my diet. I've been so good about intermittent fasting, cutting down my sugars, not eating breads, not eating dairy, even though I love me some ice cream. I'm telling you, love it. But I've been really good about it. So I thought on the way down here, let me get something that is, not on my normal menu right now of what my body's allowed to eat. So I did. I was on the freeway. It was like 2 minutes away. It was meant to be. La Voquero, Taqueria, something like this. I put it in my Google reviews. I never give anything a 5-star review. I mean, I do, but not across the board. This little food truck was the best quesadilla tacos I've ever had in my life. So delicious. I'm still thinking about it right now. So delicious. I'm like on cloud 9 with this. Incredible tacos. Really something special. Let me see. I've got rightful repurchase. Welcome to Highly Motivated on a Community Wednesday Seshy. I tell you, it doesn't feel like a Wednesday. The week has been flying by incredibly fast. I'm excited. I've been excited by everything this week. There's so much going on. There's so much happening. We've got Halloween like a hop, skip, and a jump away. Hop, skip, and a jump. And I'm pretty jazzed. I love Halloween. Halloween is like the favorite holiday of the year. I don't know if you can call it a holiday. I know it's got some rather strange beginnings, but Halloween is a time that you get to be the alter you, the alter character. You know, you get to step outside of that box and just be fun, something different, something spooky. I like spooky. Spooky's a lot of fun. Actually, all right, so also I've got to tell you, I'm in a place that's cold. Like right now, it's like high 40s where I'm at. I'm like, it's high 40s, so I'm hiding in the car as well. One, it's raining, so I can't be outside the car. One, it's raining. Two, it's cold. I've got a jacket back there, but it was a little much. So I've got a jacket. It's cold. I can't do the cold very well. So we are chit-chatting and smoky talking from the car tonight. The car is off. I'm not driving. So just as a disclaimer to everybody, I am parked. I am at the hotel where I'm staying. I'm not driving. I am parked and doing a little talky-talk with everybody. Okay. Definitely smoking some absolute fire. Also, I've got to mention, I am in a recreational state. Oh, wait, did I just drop my lighter? Oh, I dropped the lighter. No, I didn't. I got it back. So I'm in a recreational state. We'll be trying some very interesting things tomorrow in a recreational state. In a recreational state. Okay, trying to make sure everything stays and doesn't fall. We are in the car and everything's sitting rather precariously. So tonight, I'm not stressed. I'm not jumping into the show with set conversations. But we do have micro topics and I think some very interesting things. I guess let's get started. First, I got to say, look, this is a pina colada lava slush. Pina colada lava slush something. It's too sweet. It's so sweet. I needed something to drink. And I've just been, I thought it was like a smoothie. It's not a smoothie. It is a giant chunk of sugar that they melted down. That's what it tastes like. That's what it tastes like. A lot of sugar. Okay. We're not going to do a super long show because I'm stuck in the car and I've been driving all day. So we're going to do as much of a show as we can do. But remember, I love coming to you live. Whether it's an hour or it's 3 hours, I love to talk about cannabis and the community. I love to talk about the combination. And that is something I'd love to talk about this evening, is the combination. So let's kind of open it with this. See, you know people keep searching for miracle strains, a miracle strain of cannabis to solve all the ills, but it won't. Cannabis works in combination. Cannabis is a full spectrum kind of health aid. So on its own, it can do great things. On its own, it does amazing things. But in combination, it does even more. In combination, it does miracles. Miracles, I'm telling you. So, in that, let's talk about the miracles that cannabis can do as mindset and frequency. Now, this is going to tie into our later topics. If we're going to go that long, we'll see how much power we still have. But I really wanted to start talking about cannabis as on its own being powerful, but it's not the whole miracle. So using a distillate cannabis, like a distillate vape, is only a singular THC. It's a singular medicine. As a singular medicine, it's not doing everything. We spoke about in the last episode where THC is glue. THC is glue. It's an incredible thing that bonds all the other cannabinoids of the body to the endocannabinoid system, to your receptors, your set of CB1 and your set of CB2, and your yet unnamed orphan receptors, which eventually they'll become the CB3. So THC is glue. It bonds things together. It makes them work longer. So where CBD might start to deteriorate on its own, after 3 to 4 hours, it washes out of your body in a watery stool. But with THC, CBD can bond to your body for upwards of 30, 40 days. Incredible. So I wanted to start this part of the combination talk, cannabis and mindset and frequency. That combination right there. So the real healing comes from the combination, like I say, the body, the breath, and the belief. You have to believe in cannabis. That's another one. I don't think I say it enough. I don't say it enough on the show. I don't say it enough in in person. But the thing is, in combination also means believing in it. I've had many clientele over the years that have contacted me. I've been in call centers. I've been one-on-one healing or helping sessions. And they've mentioned how cannabis doesn't work for them. But in those same combinations, they've also mentioned how they fight it, how they fight it. They don't believe in it. And in every word, they're fighting the healing benefits of cannabis. So you have to believe in the healing benefits. You have to believe in the full spectrum energy that cannabis is. So let's talk about the combination, not the chemical. So full spectrum cannabis, live rosin, terpenes intact, THC high, super clean. That's talking about organics, hand trimming, craft cannabis. A very, very big deal. Let me see. Nora, how are you? Welcome. Highly motivated. Good to have you on the show. Everybody, Nora is joining us over on the Insta Cha-Cha. By the way, if you're new to the show and I see your name in comments or you say hello, I call out your name so that everybody knows you're here on every single one of our networks and every single one of our areas. So THC, all those things can come together. You can have a full spectrum product. You can have it clean. You can have it hand trimmed, living soil, organics. You can have all those pluses. But if you don't have the right mindset and your mindset is fighting it, then you're kind of out of tune with the medicine. See, you can't heal if you don't believe. And something as simple as that makes a huge difference. So you can't receive the healing of cannabis if you're resisting it. So if you don't believe cannabis can help you, your brain literally signals the body to block its own receptors. Did you hear that? Your brain is signaling your body to block your own receptors. That's wild. Wild because that's part of the energy of cannabis. It's in belief. I said it all happens in combination. Combination makes the biggest of differences. So let's keep getting on that same line. The endocannabinoid system listens to your mindset. Your body listens to your brain. It listens to where you put your brain and where you put your thoughts and your belief. See, think of it like this. When you take your medicine, your mindset is the ignition. If you expect healing, your chemistry responds. If you expect nothing, your chemistry stays asleep. If you expect nothing from it, if you don't put the energy towards it, directional, motivational energy, nothing happens. So that's why motivation matters. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later as well. It's not just emotional, it's biological. See, your faith in the process creates the conditions for the process to work. I hope you heard that. Your faith in it creates the conditions for it to work properly. And that's part of what cannabis is. Frequency modulation, so meditation and music. This change your frequency. Literally, it changes you. Music changes you. Music puts you in an incredible mood. Music puts you in an incredible mindset. So when you pair things together, like binaural beats, deep breathing, or even sitting with intention, now you're talking. Now you're making a change. You see, you can align your brain waves to receive things more coherently by opening up your body and opening up your mind. When you pair cannabis with meditation or with breath work, now you're making magic happen as well. breath work is a big deal. That's something I need to work on. Breath work is quite literally something that I need to definitely get more into. I think when we pair things together as community, like meditation, it's like I never have time to meditate. But you can meditate in 1 minute. You can meditate in 2 minutes. It doesn't require an hour of meditation. It just requires some intentional thinking, intentional mindset. I think that's going to be more online. I mean, look, by doing that, you're opening the receptors of belief. I can't stress this enough. To believe in the medication working helps it work, helps it open up all those channels, both mentally, physically, and spiritually. They awaken the soul. By opening receptors, you're opening up belief. You're opening up cannabinoids, or the capability of receptors. So for the elders who grew up with the propaganda and the fear of cannabis, this is the return to the plant, not the escape. So live rosin, high THC concentrates, and full spectrum oils, they aren't just stronger, they're going to last longer. They're the cleanest of the plant. So when I talk about concentrates and I say that the older generation needs higher THC, like the high THC that we find present in concentrates. So high THC is going to be 60, 70, 80% THC. That's very high. That's what you're going to find in things like batter, shatter, crumble, sugar, live rosin batters. Great things. So when you find these things, the older you get, they're really quite helpful. I say that because, look, I smoke joints. I smoke out of the bowl. I smoke the venti, which is the vaporizer. I smoke out of all of these things. But in that, I'm not getting incredibly high THC. I'm not getting incredibly high amounts of glue. Remember, we talk about cannabis as the glue. We talk about it in that combination where we need the glue to bond the 400 plus other cannabinoids to our body. A lot of them dissipate quickly because of heat or natural deterioration within the body. I talk about CBD only lasting in the body maybe 3 to 4 hours before it washes out in a watery stool or any kind of stool. In that, we need high amounts of THC to bond. It doesn't get you really higher. It bonds those cannabinoids deeper and longer in your system. So when you're older, you require not more medication, but you require the medication to work longer. And when you're smoking a joint, you are burning off many of those cannabinoids. You're burning off much of the medication. So by burning off much of the medication, it's not going to last very long. See, cannabis decarboxylates at 250 degrees. 250. That means at 250 degrees, it becomes THC. From THCA or CBDA, CBGA, THCVAs, it becomes Delta-9 THC. Everything begins as THCA. So because everything is beginning as THCA, high concentrates done at low temperature are capable of bonding more of those 400 plus different cannabinoids and working in a full spectrum in your body. So that's where healing comes in a little bit more. That's where full spectrum healing. So when I talk full spectrum healing, I'm talking about high concentrates. I'm talking about low temperature. I'm talking about taste. So actually a really good example of that, but with flower. So when I use the venti, now the venti is a flower vaporizer where you put your raw bud, your raw cannabis in there, and you don't put very much. You put very little into the venti. You put it into the venti, you set it on its lowest temperature, and for the first 3 hits, you're really not going to see any smoke, but you're going to taste the cannabis to its full spectrum. You're going to taste every flavor, every terpene, every combination of flavonoid and aroma, and that all comes together. And that right there is medicine. It's healing. You're getting that at its lowest temperature, at its just now beginning to decarboxylate, just now beginning to change, not quite 250 degrees lower. This is, I'll have to tell you guys later who this is. It's quite nice. I'm actually very surprised. I like to be surprised. It's so sweet. It's like so sweet. It's the pina colada, lava, tropical explosion something. It's too sweet. It's like, I feel like I'm giving myself diabetes right now. AK Concentrates, welcome. Highly motivated. Good to have you here, AK. So tonight I am just chilling in the car because it's raining and it's cold where I am. So where I am, it's super cold. It's rain. Well, it's not raining, it's drizzling, but everything is wet. Like, I don't know if you can see. Oh, maybe you can't see, but everything is incredibly wet. I've been driving all day long. I've been driving, like just stupid amounts of driving. I drove today. What did I do? 12 hours? I did 12. I left at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I left at 2 in the morning. So maybe not 12 hours, maybe 11. I'm like, maybe 11. I got tired. I haven't made it to my destination. I actually only have like 2.5, 3 hours left to the final drive, to the final destination. But I'm not there yet. I'm like, guess where I am? I could be anywhere. Look, I'm 13 hours away driving. I could be anywhere. But I'm just kind of hanging out in the car. The car is off. I'm not driving. I'm in front of my hotel. So just as a disclaimer for anybody that's worried if I'm driving and smoking, I'm not driving and smoking. I am in the car. And it's fucking cold outside. It's cold. So Gavin, everybody welcome Gavin to Highly Motivated. Good to have you here, Gavin. It's an absolute pleasure. We'll have to find out how the housewarming party went. So tonight, loosely, we're talking about the combination of cannabis. The combination of cannabis and mindset and frequency. So setting our frequency, setting our tone, setting our intentions, our motivation, our excitement for life. It does something. It changes you. I get, this morning's sunrise. Okay. All right. Today, 2 amazing things happened to me. 2 amazing things. I had the best taco, the birria taco, a queso birria, a queso birria taco, the best consomme sauce ever. Like, mwah. Oh my God. The best, I'm telling you. So good. So, best consomme, the best queso birria tacos I've had in years, I'm telling you. And then, second great thing that happened. What was the second great thing? Shit. Oh wait, it was this morning, sunrise. I'm like, oh wait, the house. I was gonna ask you, how did the house party go? How did the housewarming go? Let me see. I'm always happy to be able to watch. I'm happy that you're here, Gavin. And house party went amazing. Thank you. Well, thank you for joining, and thank you for being on the show. By the way, everybody, again, we have multiple networks streaming right now. We have Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, and YouTube. I don't know which ones are working the best, and some of them are on a time delay, which makes me feel like it's a multiverse thing going on. But just as a disclaimer, once again, I'm not driving. The car is off. I am sitting here out of the rain, out of the cold. And it's cold. I'm like, and it's cold. I don't do well in the cold. I've got a jacket, but it's not enough. Now I'm gonna have to find like a Goodwill and find like a fuzzy jacket. Wait a second, I might have a good fuzzy jacket. I did prepare an extra pack. So tonight, you're with me, Oraganji, on the road. We're traveling together. Of course, my hotel is right here. So I'm sitting outside the hotel, not driving, and the car is off. I said my disclaimers. You got my disclaimers. There you go. So I had the best birria tacos. But before all that happened, I have to tell you. Wait, you're watching Supernatural and smoking a joint that is packed with triple burger. Isn't that delicious? Isn't that triple burger just triple fire? That's yum. That's a yum right there. That's fantastic. So this morning, I've never seen a sunrise like this. I'm driving down the coast and I look to my right. This should tell you where I am. Driving down the coast and I look to my right. It's like, I didn't say where I am yet. I haven't even said where I am yet. So in that, this morning's sunrise was magical. These are the moments in life that you need to grab onto. You need to enjoy those, even though they are quick and they're only there. And a picture doesn't do it justice. So I looked to my right and it looked like a fireball coming out of the sky. It was incredible because the way the clouds were, the weather has been pretty rough and I've been driving through some pretty hard weather. So as I've been driving through some pretty hard weather, it's raining now. The weather is still pretty rotten. But the way the cloud was doubled over like a bubble. It was bubble double, a double bubble, a double bubble bubble, a double bubble bubble. And the sun was like peeking out from the top of it and right behind it. Right on the top and right behind. So it was pouring out in two different ways. It was bleeding out through the cloud, and then it was just dominating over it, but with this gorgeous early morning, like orange, just deep yolk, like an egg. And I'm looking at this and I'm mesmerized. I pulled over and just sat there and stared at this thing. I was just, this is amazing. This is like, look, I called Angie. I'm like, Angie, put her on the video. I'm like, look at that. What? Pictures don't do it justice. You have to be there. You have to be there. And the energy of that was, it was moving. I mean, because of that, I was smiling all morning. No matter how long the drive was, the drive didn't bother me because I felt like I was now that was part of the journey. You know, driving and feeling that was part of everything. Like the drive didn't feel bad at all. I looked forward to the sun coming up, and as soon as I saw the glimmers of it, and it's so crazy, right before the sun comes up, it gets darker. I didn't know this. So it's darker before the sunrise. Right before sunrise, it gets crazy dark. Like I don't know, like a shadow comes over the dark. Like a shadow comes over the night. And you're just, whoa. Like when you notice it, like it got darker. Because I left at 2 a.m. So for me, the morning or the early morning wasn't so bad. But right before sunrise, it's like a shadow of dark came over the sky, washed out everything. And it's like it closed the curtain so the sunrise could be the star. So the sunrise was all you see. You know, you see the first glimmers of it. You see the light starting to illuminate the area around you. Even though it was gloomy outside, just for sunrise, the clouds parted just enough to give me this beautiful show. It looked like lava pouring out over the sky, and the colors. Oh, look, I'm still in awe. I think about it and I get excited. I never used to get excited about shit like this. I mean, I never used to get excited. I mean, I did. I always used to love watching sunrises, but I mentally didn't have time. A joint and a sunrise centers you with the universe. I feel it. I feel a joint and a sunrise starts your day, centers your energy, especially a sativa. Everybody welcome Mike. We got Mike Gonzo 420. Welcome to Highly Motivated. Good to have you on the show. That's Mike over on the Insta Cha-Cha. Remember, we are community no matter where we are. You don't have to smoke. You don't have to toke. It's not about that. What it's about is about community. It's about you. It's about your energy, your authenticity, your world, your now. Not your yesterday, not your tomorrow. Now. We live now. We love now. We work now. We process now. We eat now. We drink now. We smoke now. This show, you don't have to smoke. You don't have to eat it or rub it on your body or anything like that. You're already welcome here because we all have an endocannabinoid system. We all have that inner energy, that inner unicorn. So you're all welcome on the show. Everybody is, no matter what. Because we're all here just for that talk, just for that chit-chat, just for that community. And again, so even if we toke a little bit or we don't, we're still going to have those great topics. And the topics that I talk about here can be everywhere from AI to aliens to conspiracy to multiverses to quantum entropy. Look, it's all excitement. And the topics I bring up are things that you probably should know sometimes, or maybe things you didn't know about. And those things that you didn't know about, I'm telling you about them. You know, even just in silly conversation, remember, no expectations. This show is not prepared. Not prepared. I just checked in, dropped my shit. I'm like, I just checked in, dropped my shit in the room. And I'm like, I got to get set up for this. Here we go. And I set this up. Things were dropping and falling and nothing was working quite right. So I was like, wait. And this is another thing I've got to talk about where I've changed the mindset. Nothing was really working quite right because I think I might have been introducing negativity. No negativity. Remember, everything works all the fucking time. Everything works all the time. Don't introduce the negativity. Don't introduce the balance. There's no need for balance when everything's already working. Think about it. It's already written. It's already working. Everything works in your benefit, always. You are the one who creates a negative balance or the need for a balance to counter the negativity that you bring into the situation. I'm not saying that you're doing, but maybe subconsciously you could be. Subconsciously. So I'm not blaming you directly. I'm directly blaming your subconscious, though. So in that, we make that choice. We make that choice. So what was I talking about? Shit. Yeah. Okay, it's letting go of importance. So towards a situation, I don't think it could not work. I think it will work every time. All I know is that every situation, every environment, everything I enter in, every sale, every anything, it's already worked. It's already done in a positive forward momentum. It's already working. There is no failure. I don't see failure. I don't understand failure. And if you don't understand failure, it doesn't happen. It's not created. I don't know what else I was talking. I was talking about something else within that as well, but brain just went la. It's got to be all the driving I did today. I mean, look, I think it was like 13 hours. I think I did 12 or 13 hours today. 12 or 13 hours. That's a lot of driving, but it's going to be for a good cause. It's going to be for a good cause. So that's what's happening. I'm in the cold. It's in the rainy right now. I'm in the car, but we're having a little toke. And again, welcome everybody to the show. Welcome to the show that's not a show. So don't expect anything, but I've got some shit here. So let's talk. Okay. So just getting back to some of my notes, because again, if there weren't notes, we'd have problems. I do want to say for the older generation, a great way to get into cannabis is to drink it. Drink it in a tea. That changed everything for me. Wow. Listen, I know I was talking about for the older generation and the people who grew up with the propaganda and grew up with the fear of cannabis. So don't smoke it. Don't smoke it. Don't make brownies. Don't do anything like that. Don't do anything like that at all. Let's make a nice hot tea. So by making a hot tea, you're doing what's called a partial decarboxylation. So you're not going over 250 degrees. You're going to be making a tea around 200 to 212, 215. Regular tea bag, honey, not sugar, honey. And then you put in your cannabis into like a tea steeper. You put the cannabis into a tea steeper. You put it into the teacup, and now you pour your hot water as soon as it starts to scream. It starts to scream. It should be at like 215 or something like that. Pour it right in. You know how you normally take out your tea bag after 6 to 8 minutes? Don't. The cannabis, listen to this, the cannabis preserves the tea so that the tannins don't start to create. Did you hear that? No tannins. See, when you leave a tea bag in longer than 8 minutes, it starts to create tannins. Tannins are what makes you nauseous. Tannins are what gives you headaches. And if you're making a tea, these are not the things you want to happen. But if you want a flavorful tea and you want it deep, you do it with cannabis. So I do about 1 gram. I do 1 gram of cannabis. I do 1 gram of bud, raw cannabis bud, right out of the package. I put it in a tea steeper, put it in the tea, and I let it sit there. And I will until it's cool enough to drink. So that could be like 8 minutes, 9 minutes, something. I start to sip on the tea. Delicious. It's so good because you're getting those raw acidic chains. The raw cannabis, the acidics like THCA, CBDA, CBGA, the mother of all cannabinoids, the stem cell cannabinoid. We'll talk about that more at other times. We talk about her all the time. I think CBGA is amazing. So by making this tea, you are resetting your stomach, which in turn is resetting your body. It's resetting those neural receptors. It's resetting the set of CB1 and then CB2 receptors. So you are refreshing the system. You are refreshing and working on your microbiome, the gut flora, the gut flora, the gut, G-U-T, flora, F-O-O-R-A-O-R. I can't spell right now. So the gut flora, the microbiome. This is genius. You're resetting the body. You're resetting the body from the base core where it controls everything. Remember, your stomach controls your mood. Your stomach controls your energy. It's right here. It's not here. It's here. We need to get our stomachs right. And I did not realize that until I started eating right. Eating better. I'm not perfect. Look, I'm drinking a giant 5,000 grams of sugar. It's terrible for me, and it really doesn't taste that good. And I really haven't drinking that much. Look, it's still full. I took a couple sips. It's still full, pretty much. Just a little bit. Just a pina colada off the top. I felt very festive. But as I've been resetting my stomach, so I ate nothing but junk food, even though I told people not to eat junk food. So I have to practice as I preach. But look at this great energy. I have been driving. I could be also delirious. I don't know. I could be delirious right now. For those of you that are new to the show, welcome. This is the authentic me. I don't wear a mask for anybody any longer. I am me all the time. I just want to remind people watching the show, if you haven't met me in person, I know quite a few of you have, this is me authentically. I don't want to be anybody else but me. I'm excited most by myself, by my own excitement, by my own energy. You know, I motivate myself. Like you should be motivating yourself sometimes. If there's no other motivation, look within. Find that inner energy. So, I'm rambling again, but it doesn't matter. I ramble. Sorry, not sorry. You know, all right. I went off into La La Land. I have no idea. See, tonight, you know the weed is good when you start forgetting everything you're saying. Every conversation, you stop like midway through. Oh, I'm saying if you're new to the show. So if you're new to the show, this is me. So this is me in person, and this is me on the camera. I am a little loud, but I love life, and I love everything around me. I find joy in everything. In everything I find joy. So I preach the authenticity of life. You know, my whole life, I had imposter syndrome. I tried being somebody else my whole life. I always looked at other people's lives, and I was like, oh, I want to be them, or I want to be them. And then when I realized that I really wanted to be me. Listen to this. This is the wild part. When I realized that I wanted to be me, then the world changed. So I lost imposter syndrome. I don't give a shit what people think of me anymore. And instead, I care what I think. And in that, my life has changed. My direction of life has changed. Because I don't care any thoughts. I don't think about them. I don't know what anybody are thinking. I couldn't care less. I bring the authentic me to meetings, to my parents or my father, my wife, my children. I'm the same person. I'm never bringing ever again a false persona in my life, because I want the world to see the real me. And I, in turn, want to be able to see the real world through my real eyes, my real actions, my real wants. This show, I started this show almost to help find myself, to find the real authentic me, because I felt like I was losing who I was. I was losing what I was about. I forgot about the old Oren. And in that forgetting about the old Oren, I wanted to find him again. I wanted to rebirth all of that. So here on the show, I decided to drop all personas. I mean, I was already working on that, and I was already working on finding the real self. So in that journey, in that path of finding the real self, I found, I'm still finding him. I'm still looking for him. I mean, it's me. This is me. This is the self. But I'm still finding him. And that's what this show is. Finding each other, finding yourself, finding that energy and trusting you, believing in yourself. And that's one of the micro topics we're going to jump into in a moment. I can't get through this one because, I get off topic so much. So let me keep going. So we talked about tea. Tea is an amazing thing. If you want to reset your system, reset your stomach, do 3 or 4 teas. So do it over a week, do it over 2 weeks, and you'll start to notice huge differences. And that's what I'm talking about, the tea. Any questions, send me a DM. If you want a really good tea mix, I can send you a recipe of like ashwagandha, mugwort, spearmint, ginger, turmeric, all powerhouses for the body. Powerhouses. These are the kind of beautiful teas. You want like a lemongrass is amazing. Hibiscus, Jamaican hibiscus. Anyways, moving on. Micro topics. So motivation as medicine. See, motivation is the mind's endocannabinoid. It's your inner dopamine. The belief that change is possible. So when you combine cannabis, breath, and motivation, you create a loop of healing energy. Your thoughts release chemistry. Your chemistry releases energy. Your energy releases you. That's where the magic starts to come in. It's together. It's not cannabis on its own, but it's the motivation. Motivation is its own medicine. Cannabis helps drop the struggle, drop the pain, drop the weight, drop the things that we carry from day to day, bills and responsibilities and kids. And I understand. Put it to the side and live more in the now without all of that weight on you. Your decisions are different. Your life is directed differently. I'm not saying forget about Lightsy. Welcome, Lightsy, to Highly Motivated. I'm not saying forget about responsibilities. Do your responsibilities, but don't carry them with you every single day. Put them to the side and pull it out if you need to deal with something. Pay a bill, pull it out. I take everything in life, everything, and I put it on an imaginary table that sits next to me. So the imaginary table sits next to me. I take all those issues of life and I sit them right there. I don't carry them with me. I don't drag them along with me. I live right now. And because of the living that I do right now, I see the world differently. I don't see it weighed down by the past. I don't see it weighed down by the future possibilities that could be happening. In that, did I let it go out again? I let it go out again. I keep doing that. So in that, I don't live for the future. I don't live for the past. I live for what I can do now, what I can change now, and what I can be a part of now. For those of you just joining me, welcome to Highly Motivated. Welcome to the chit-chat, to the smoke sesh, to the talky-talk. What we're doing right here is bang skateboards. Welcome, Highly Motivated. What we're doing here is we get together as community. We get together as people. There's no expectations for this show. We're just talking. And tonight we're doing a couple of micro topics, as we always do. These are micro topics that we're always talking about, so welcome everybody. It's good to have you all here, wherever you might be joining us from. LinkedIn, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, Instagram, over here, Facebook on the Restream, and YouTube. At least I'm pretty sure YouTube's got me, but I'm pretty sure I'm also age restricted, so there you go. So we're talking motivation is the mind's endocannabinoid. It's your inner dopamine, and that's something that's very important for the belief of medication and the belief. Been in the car all day, a lot of driving. Right now I'm parked and the car is off, by the way, as a disclaimer. The car is off. I'm just using the battery, but it's off. I'm parked right in front of my hotel. I can't smoke in the hotel, but I could smoke. It's raining and it's cold. Look, the window. Holy shit. It's like, is it gonna freeze? I really hope not. I can't take freezing. I can't do that. It doesn't work for my body. It just doesn't work. But welcome to the show. It's good to have you here. Happy Halloween! Hey, that's right. Halloween is a hop, skip, and a jump away. So happy Halloween to everybody on Highly Motivated. Bang Skateboards is over here letting everybody know happy Halloween with a multitude of emojis. So tonight I want you to remember something. Cannabis isn't just what's in the jar. It's what's in your heart. Your intention programs the plant. Your belief activates the biology. Your motivation maintains its constant miracle in the combination. You know, this is the combination. Cannabis, mindset, frequency, authenticity, and alignment. See, that's the real medicine. You are aligning your body, you're aligning your soul, you're aligning your endocannabinoid system. And that's what's bringing your body homeostasis. Again, I'm so happy we have notes. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. So I was figuring at the end of the show, I can't answer. I can't. You're calling from the other phone. So, as we get a little weird on Halloween, I do want to give a little background history on me. When I say that, it's like, know a little bit about your host, right? It's so sweet. I got nothing else to drink. That's it. It's just so sweet. It's ridiculous. It's like a pina colada lava colada at the 31 flavors. Okay. But that's all I could find here next to the hotel. That's it. Okay. Moving on. So I wanted to talk, since it's Halloween, I wanted to give a little history of sorts of me and where I come from and what my origins are. So let's talk origins. Oregonji's. Here we go. Okay. Oregonji's origins. So this is going to be fun. So I was conceived in the Bermuda Triangle. I'm going to give you the quickies, and then we're going to go back and tell you kind of what each thing sort of means. I was conceived in the Bermuda Triangle. So the Bermuda Triangle, that stretch of ocean that sits where magnetic lines and deep sea currents collide. My origin, my actual being conceived, like my mother and father were doing it on a boat. Listen to this shit. They were doing it on a boat. This is Oren's origin story. This is some crazy shit. But not all of it. I mean, most of it. You're getting some of it. So my origin story, my mom and dad were stumping on a boat in the Bermuda Triangle when they felt time shifted. And they were doing it because time shifted, so they had time. So in that, the Bermuda Triangle is always represented mystery, portals, hidden forces, and in symbolic language, conception there suggests being born from the unknown, carrying an intuitive relationship with energy fields, weather shifts, and unseen dimensions. How crazy is that? That's what that's what gets me interested, right? These are some of the micro topics we talk about in the show. Multiple dimensions, time shift, and it's so weird that that's what I'm pulled towards already. People who resonate with that vibration often feel like bridges between science and spirit, between what can be measured and what can only be felt. Let's keep going. Next, you ready? So I was conceived, stumped, in the Bermuda Triangle. But wait, we get crazier. So I was born in New York City. New York City, baby! I was born in Manhattan on December 13th, 1974 at 11:11. Friday the 13th at 11:11. And a rooftop of ravens, or of crows, a rooftop of crows were covering the hospital. I shit you not. Wait. Shit gets crazier. It gets even weirder. I don't even know if I should tell you. I don't even know if I should tell you how much crazier in numerology things are going to get. But I'll explain this one. So I was born in New York, Friday the 13th, December the 13th, 1974. I know, it's a fucking long time ago. At 11:11. So the symbology on multiple fronts. Let's talk about it. New York energy is motion. New York is an energy. Look at the Ghostbusters. Ever watch Ghostbusters? It's a weird energy in New York. But it's a city in motion. There's ambition. There's destiny. The city itself, New York, is an amplifier. It's an amplifier. That's why Tesla had an undercover Wardenclyffe in the building that he was living in the hotel, the New Yorker. And 11:11 is one of those universal mirror codes that numerologically point to alignment and gateways of awareness. It's the reminder number. Wake up, you're on purpose. When someone arrives at 11:11, it usually marks a life of synchronic signals. Big words tonight. Patterns that keep nudging you towards inner alignment rather than outer conformity. So, wow. Okay. And December 13th adds another note. 1 + 3 = 4. A stabilizer number, meaning your task may be to ground the mysterious into form. Turn the etheric into something real and helpful. Interesting. And then I'm a Sagittarius, but wait, I'm a Sagittarius that I turned into an Ossificus, the snake bearer. Ossificus is the 13th sign. So there are not 12 signs, there are 13. Well, it depends which multidimensional that you fall into for some reason. So within this dimension, I remember within the first dimensional, people mentioned there might be a 13th sign, but it was never an actual thing. And now in this dimensional realm in which I live, somehow it's aligned and I am no longer a Sagittarius, but I am Ossificus, the snake bearer. So astronomically, Ossificus is the constellation that the sun actually passes through roughly November 29th to December 17th. Astrologically, let me see, my origin story. Astrologically, it was repopularized when astronomers remeasured the ecliptic and noticed the 13th sign. They remeasured and they found the 13th sign. So if your birth is December 13th, you fall right inside that Ossificus window. Sagittarius energy is the seeker, philosopher, adventurer. Ossificus adds the serpent healer, that archetype, someone who transmutes energy through understanding and experience. So where Sagittarius asks questions, Ossificus integrates answers into healing for self and for others. In mythology, Ossificus is Asclepios, the physician who learned resurrection from serpents, symbol of renewal, medicine, and life force mastery. Wow. I didn't know all this. I actually wanted to read it live on the show because this is the origin story, and I wanted to be surprised as well. So the transition from Sagittarius to Ossificus in my chart doesn't cancel one out. It evolves it. It's the seeker becoming the healer, the explorer becoming the transformer. And it really gets deep. It paints a picture of someone wired to translate unseen energies. So now, I said it gets deeper. I said it gets deeper. I said it gets much crazier. Okay. So if you look at numbers, I have a daughter. I have 5 kids, but I have one of my daughters. One of my daughters was born on 666. You heard me. My daughter was born on 6/6/2006. 6/6/2006. While she was being born, we were in the delivery room and there was a TV playing, what was it? Deliverance? No, that little devil boy. The little devil boy, what was it called? Oh, I can't remember the name of the movie. Now I can't remember the name of the movie. Oh, it's like right here on the tip of my tongue. But this movie was like coming out on 6/6/6. 6/6/2006. And I remember that because my wife was giving birth to one of our daughters, which happens to have that quite ominous birthday. But the Chinese say that it's very lucky. The Chinese say that is a very lucky number. Her head does spin. Pea soup does come shooting out. Oh my God. Not good. Not good at all. Yeah, so I've really destroyed my diet today. I had incredible queso birria tacos at the Taquero something. Taquero Fachiro. I don't know. It was amazing. It was a food truck. I rated it 5 stars. I put it on Google today. I rated it 5 stars and I said, this place is worth the trip. Best tacos I have had in quite some time. And I had to treat myself. I had to have those tacos because I was thinking about tacos. So it became all about taco. Good tacos. Good stuff. And let me see. Would you like viewers? Oh, that was Rightful Purchase. Gavin right now I'm watching Supernatural. Awesome. So we're just here talking and we're just here chit-chatting with our silly topics here and there. And there you go. I gave you quickly so part of my origin story. So my origin story is I was conceived in the Bermuda Triangle. I was born on Friday the 13th at 11:11. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. At 11:11. And how has that affected my life? It hasn't. I mean, it hasn't. I don't think it's affected my life at all. I think Friday the 13th is a very interesting day. It's a day of celebration on my birthday when it happens. No, I don't think. I guess I don't think about it. I guess it's not something that, it's not something that it has. I mean, I think there's a lot in the numerology. I think there's a lot in the how all these things align and maybe how all these things come together. But I don't think they make a difference. I don't think because I was born on December 13th makes any difference in my life. I think it's me that makes the difference. My energy, my motivation, my direction, my positive forward momentum. That's what makes the difference. Nothing else. Not what somebody might say to me, but how I take it, how I use it, and how we forward ourselves in life through our own energy. Not because we're born on a certain date, or not because we're conceived in the Bermuda Triangle. Maybe more light. Oh, this is a little brighter. Okay. So not because we're conceived in the Bermuda Triangle. Nothing. It's you. It's your energy, your power, your motivation. And how does cannabis work into that? It doesn't. Oh, everybody, we've got SST. Welcome. Highly motivated. I was watching one of your little smoky tokies today. I was showing my wife. I'm like, look, that's Travi right there. You see, you were breaking up some shit. You were rolling it up really quickly. Beautiful. Very smooth. Very cool. Very excellent. Very excellent smoky toke or smoke sesh. Hope I'm having what was that, a blunt snack? That blunt snack I saw you roll up the other day was beautiful. That was fantastic looking. No, I'm having a fantastic, every day is a great day. Every day is a great day. No matter what day it is, Monday through Sunday, it's an amazing day. That's how you've got to see it. There is no other possibility. Do not put any negative into anything at all. When I say that, don't create negative where there isn't any. So in every situation, it's already going to be perfect. In every situation, everything is going to work out exactly like it's supposed to, perfectly. But if you start questioning it and you start creating a doubt, that's what's going to happen. You're now creating the need to balance the negativity. So don't introduce the negativity. Don't introduce the need to balance anything. It's already going to work. So you have to think about it in that mindset. By also dropping the importance, everything is still important. Everything is still going to be what it's going to be. But you can't control it. You can't control it. So by dropping the importance, you're dropping the balance. It's still something. It's there. It needs to be thought of. All right. But it's no big deal. Nothing is a big deal anymore. Nothing is a big deal. In that, you still manifest. In that, you still positively forward think. If you are manifesting something in your life, you have to believe that it's already real. If you are manifesting and creating anything at all in your entire life, you must believe it's already happening. It's already real. You are already living that life. You are already living that reality. That's the thinking and the mindset. So no need, no want. I don't need anything. I don't want anything, but it comes to me because I'm open. It comes to me because I'm open for it. I open my mind and my soul to the universe and I receive, but I don't ask for it. I don't need it. I don't want it. I believe in it. I desire and I believe, but I don't want and I don't need. And I give without asking. You must give to the universe without asking anything in return. You must do authentically good, authentically real, authentically kind. And don't ask to receive anything for that. Don't think or want or need to receive anything. No acknowledgement, no nothing. That is where the last topic of tonight. I'll humdrum in. Let me humdrum into the second part of this. So, that was immortality. I think I read that too. Let me just, perfect, let's build on that. Okay, that was cannabis and the combination. Okay, so I wanted to actually talk about what authentic motivation really is. I know it's easy. I say these words like know yourself, love yourself, trust yourself. Yes, 100%. Know you, love you, trust you. You are number one. Without you being number one, then there can be no other number two. There could be no number three. There's no other numbers without you being number one. So you have to treat yourself as number one. You have to treat yourself with that amazing energy because that is what you deserve. We all deserve it. We're all amazing. We are all that GOAT, that greatest of all time. It's all of us. It's every single one of us. We have that energy. We have that power. We have that motivation. And that is the community of highly motivated. Today on the road with Oregonji. But we're all Oregonjis. We are all little Ganjis. So let me explain it. Let me explain it in the notes because it makes life easier. Because if not, I'm just going to ramble on. Disclaimer, the car is off. I'm parked in front of the hotel. So I'm smoky toking just in the car, out of the rain, out of the cold. If not, I'd have a jacket on, I'd have a scarf, I'd have some gloves. It's that cold outside. Listen, wait, let me just see. Let me just check. Let me check how cold it is. Holy shit. Oh, it's so cold. It is, and it's windy. Oh, I gotta close it. This is right. Ah. I think it's gonna freeze. I think it's so cold it's gonna freeze. I've been nursing this joint the entire time. I should be ashamed of myself. Okay. So, authentic motivation. The real motivator, the real thing. What is authentic? So you got to know yourself. You've got to know who you are. You've got to sit with your silence and listen to yourself and see it lives within your silence, within your inner thoughts. I even have to stop speaking sometimes and listen very deeply. And it's not easy. Sometimes I could do like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Don't put pressure on yourself. And that's a big thing. Don't put pressure on how long that you have to meditate, how long you've got to listen to yourself. Everybody, look, it's the Horde of Culture. Welcome to the show this evening, THC. Welcome to Highly Motivated. It's good to have you here, Cowboy, Mike. So know yourself. You know, big one is, look, write down why you do what you do. Not what you do, but why you do. Write down your whys. So you know why you're part of something. Know what you're into by writing it down and saying why you do this. Not what it is you do, why it is you do this. What are you doing it for? What's your greater purpose? What's your greater goal for the things that you do? I was asked this actually not too long ago, why I do what I do. And I've spoken about it on the show before. It's multiple things. You know, it's my mom. It was wanting to help her when she was dying of cancer. And we were in Texas. And Texas is not a friendly place when it comes to cannabis. At least not at the moment. Maybe one day. So my not being able to help her changed my direction in life. And I really turned more towards the medical side of cannabis, the understanding of how it really works with the body, how it works in combination with good fats, good energy, good exercise, good motivation, mindset. Mindset is huge. Because again, if you don't believe, it doesn't work. If you don't open your body and your mind up to it, then you're fighting it. And you don't want to be fighting it. You want to let it do its magic. So in that, I said, look, authentic motivation, the real juice here, you know, write it down. Write down why. Reconnect with your personal why. Every morning, before your social media, before the outside noise of the world that can drown everything, before all of that, look at your why. Look at why you do things. Before you leave the house, this is why I'm leaving the house. This is why. See it. Believe in that. My why is to help. My why is to spread education and knowledge and to reconnect people again. Because we're living in a time where we're doing the opposite of connection. We are secluding ourselves, even within communities and groups. And instead, we should have a unifying factor. And if that unifying factor is cannabis, then okay. The unifying factor is cannabis. I'm not going to fight that. So know yourself. Believe in yourself, even when you don't feel it. So I know I've said it before, fake it till you make it. Fake your own excitement until you can make that excitement. Don't fake it. It's not faking it. It's self-belief. It's, I don't know. You may not have the initial confidence, but if you have the commitment to building your confidence, then it stays over time. It builds the character, it builds the person. So in that, you may not have confidence, you may not be confident, but if you if you practice self-belief, if you practice your self-belief and you have commitment, you have regular commitments like I do on this show 3 times a week, Friday, Sunday, Wednesday, we go live on this show, highly motivated, Friday, Sunday, Wednesday. And in that, whether I'm on the road, whether I'm traveling, whether I'm in the home studio, but tonight I'm traveling. Tonight I'm on the road. I need a shave. You know, no matter where I am, I'm coming to you live. And that's my authenticity. That's my message to you. That's my journey and my commitment to always try to do the show. My commitment to always try to do this show. So for me, sometimes it wasn't always the confidence in things, but it was the repetition. That's the word. That's the word. Repetition. So it's the repetition and the commitment in things that really creates more confidence. Confidence wavers. Commitment endures. Speak affirmations that are grounded in action, not fantasy. See, that's another big one. No, be realistic. Grounded in action. Affirmations grounded in action, not fantasy. Like, for example, I am becoming who I already am. Have confidence already in what you're saying. I am becoming who I already am. I am becoming who I already am. With energy, with confidence, with trust, with self-belief. And if you don't totally believe it at first, do it again and again and again and believe it. And eventually that creates the confidence. It creates the power behind it. Share your flame. And it's a big thing. Like me on the show, this is my energy. It's like insane energy, especially since I started doing those supplements, seaweed, berberine, black seed oil, ginger, berberine, and like 18 other things. And I take these pills 2 a day and I feel amazing, cleaned out my whole system. It's giving me energy, like insane energy. I'm not hungry like I was before. I'm not bored hungry because I have energy reserves and I'm working the belly out of this incredibly belly. He's got a big belly. I'm like, I'm trying to do something here, but you know. So share your flame. Energy multiplies when it's shared. Motivation transmitted through authentic stories, not perfection, but process. Look, me on this show, I don't bring perfection. I screw up constantly. I'm always messing up, you know, and I don't delete anything. I don't go back on anything. I am, you know, I come to this show and I mess up live. I stumble my words live. I don't pre-record because, I mean, I do sometimes, like maybe Halloween, which will be Friday, I might have to pre-record. It's a busy night. I've got like so many events, I can't even keep up with things. So Friday night, I might have to pre-record because of the amazing things that are happening. Amazing things I cannot say, but I will say, I will. I so will. So, so Friday I might have to pre-tape. Okay, but share your flame. Look, motivation transmitted through authentic stories, and that's what I talk here. It's my life. I screw up in my life. I haven't been perfect, but I've owned up in my life. I've owned up to who I was and to who I wanted to be. I saw it. Even though I had imposter syndrome my whole life and I wanted to be somebody else, you know, I don't remember the exact moment it happened, but it was literally like this. I was looking at myself in the mirror and I just wasn't happy. I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was like, why? Why me? Why am I going through this? Why am I going through that? Why is this not working? Why is that failing? Why? All these whys. And then I'm like, and people are thinking this of me, or people are thinking that of me, and people are this and people are that. And all of a sudden I stopped and I looked in the mirror and I remembered something that somebody had told me. Somebody said, Oren, nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. Nobody remembers necessarily, and nobody cares. They're not going to carry your stumbling over words, or your eating and slobbering on yourself, or stumbling over your feet, or they don't care. Nobody cares. You walk by somebody in the street, and this is what somebody told me. You walk by somebody in the street, and if they look directly at you, they might remember you for 10 seconds. 8 to 10 seconds, you remember somebody, and then they're poof out of your head. And if they're a friend or somebody you deal with on a regular basis, once in a blue moon, you might cross their mind. But nobody is ever thinking about you. Nobody is ever wishing anything on you. Nobody is ever judging you. They're judging themselves. We are very self-conscious people, and we're always worried about what we're doing, but we're judging ourselves. I stopped judging me. I stopped judging myself. I don't care. I began my whole sorry, not sorry. Because in life, there are programmed sorries. I'm not going to do those anymore. I'm not sorry. If I'm truly apologetic about something, absolutely, 100%, 1,000,000,000%, I am sorry. From the deepest parts of my soul. But those sorries that come just like that, I'm sorry, oh, I'm sorry, oh, I'm sorry, oh, I'm sorry for this, and I'm sorry for that. I didn't do shit. I had no part of that. Why would I be sorry for it? I feel for you, but not sorry. Not sorry. Not sorry. Taking control of that in my life was a huge change. Taking control of that helped change part of my energy, part of my soul. It helped me find the real me and breaking from the programmed me, breaking from the one that has been programmed by society, programmed by civilization, programmed by environments. When I stopped judging myself, I stopped caring what anybody might think about, I care what people think in the sense of think, but not about me. I don't care what you think of me. It's what I think of me. And I know my energy because I trust myself and I believe myself. I see myself. I mean, right now I'm looking at me. I'm looking at me. It's a little weird. The me over here and the me over here, like the me on Insta Cha-Cha, much better looking me, I think, right now. That reality is much cooler. I just think so. This me over here is like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. The camera doesn't love me right now. I'm like, the camera is showing me no justice. But it is what it is. But I like the Insta Cha-Cha look right now. 2 different dimensional looks. But the big deal is not just sharing your flame. Let others see you trying. Let them see you failing. Let them see you learning. Holy shit, that's a big bus. Whoa, that is super serious. What is it for governor? Winsome? Oh shit. Operation Defend and Deliver. We don't talk, we do. What is this? Winsome for governor. That is a big ass bus. Holy free holy. Wow. Okay. That is huge. Sorry, I'm in the parking lot right here, and this gigantic, so somebody's running for governor, and they got them a mighty large bus. Mighty large bus. That was huge. Came very close. It was like this close. So, that was definitely shocking. Came out of nowhere. I don't even know where the hell that bus came from. That scared the living snoots out to me. Or snooted. It was snooty. I don't know what I said. City words. But it says, look, let people see you fail. Let them see you trying. Let them see you learning and becoming and getting better. This show, I used to bumble over everything, and I just would talk and I'd read from lists. But now I got more digital about things. Now I've gotten a little more updated. We have multiple cameras. We're on more channels. We try from different networks now. So be real, be right. Not right. It says be real, not right. Authenticity is felt, not argued. Don't perform motivation, live it. When you speak from the heart, people remember their own. When I speak from my heart, you remember that of yours. We are connected more than you realize. And that's the great thing about Highly Motivated. That's the great thing about this show. We're connected. Beyond the plant, we are connected universally. And that is an amazing thing. So authenticity is felt. Don't perform motivation. When you speak from the heart, people remember their own heart. Build environments that reflect your belief. So surround yourself with symbols like music and people and habits that echo your mission, echo your direction, your motivation. Make your space a mirror for the future possibility that you want. Protect your energy. Your energy, it's the soil your beliefs grow in. So if your energy is damaged, your beliefs are damaged. If your soil is tainted, so is the world around you. So protect your soul, protect your vibe, your authenticity, protect it. Turn inspiration into a ritual. Don't wait for motivation, design it. That's a big one. Don't wait for the motivation. You be it. You be the motivation. You be that incredible motivation because it's you. It is you. You are it. It is you. But it's the truth. And that's exactly what it is. You are the motivation. You are the energy that you seek, the truth that you seek, the belief that you seek. It's already you. The information that you seek is you. So turn it into a ritual. Design. Don't wait for it. Become it. Create it. Use songs, triggers like meditation, maybe a little walk or jotting things in a journal. Maybe something that reminds your mind to wake up and create. To wake up and create. So I sometimes feel the most creative right here on the show. Right here on the show, sometimes I feel the most alive and electric and on charge. And I formulate grand ideas, fantastic things. Some work, some don't. That's trial and error. But they're always fun and they're always interesting. So my motivation, my creation happens here on the show. This is one of my activators of creation. It's the show. It's all of our energies together creating something. So motivation is a muscle of remembrance. Motivation is remembrance? That's interesting. I like how that. Think bigger. True motivation comes from contribution. When your mission serves more than you, when it lights up others, you tap into a limitless drive. The key is purpose over performance. And I believe that. I believe that. Purpose is a big deal. Purpose in why I'm doing my podcast, why I do this smoke sesh, why I do our digital get together, why I'm doing this for all of us. Because there's I don't ask anything from you. I don't want anything from you. And I'm not selling you shit. I'm not selling you nothing. But in that, I am creating an energy, a motivation, a creationism, a something now, a live think tank, That's pretty amazing. That's what's going on right here. So serve something bigger. I think the something bigger is all of us. It's mankind, humankind, man and womankind, humankind. Humans need love. We need understanding. We need kindness once again. In a world that we have lost it, we have become guarded and shielded. So I want to be able to break that barrier and I don't know, just goodness and remind people to be good, remind people to be authentically the want of being kind. Stay transparent with yourself. So don't hide behind progress posts. Check in with your emotions. Ask, am I still aligned with my truth? Or am I chasing approval? Am I still aligned with when I started the show and why I started the show? Do I still speak? Those of you that have watched from the beginning, oh my God, I can't. So sweet, so sweet. I'm like, I haven't been doing sugar lately. I've been cutting sugar out of my life. Oh, I think I'm having a reaction. I don't know, it's pretty rough. So stay transparent, be yourself. Me, I think I try to come more authentic, more real to every single show. I told you, I've been driving for like 13 hours. I've been in the car. I'm a little batty. I'm a little out there, and I don't care. I don't care if I'm jumping from topic to topic. I don't care if I start talking about something and I stop and I'm like, oh shit, what was I talking about? It doesn't bother me because we have more things to talk about. We always have more things to talk about. We'll never run out of things to talk about. I never run out of shit because if it's cannabis, I'll never run out. I know so much about cannabis that I love to share with the world. Knowledge is power. And when you understand this plant properly, when you understand what this plant is capable of, it is limitless because it's capable of absolute magic in the combination. In the combination, anything is possible. Okay, we still have time. We still have good power here. So in the combination of cannabis, anything is possible. Healing is such an amazing thing. And if I were just getting high or smoking joints, I don't think that would be the healing. And I would never find the proper healing in my body. But making the tea, eating cannabis raw, that has brought a lot more healing to my body and a lot more balance, more than I would have ever realized. And so when I talk about making a tea, I know people are like, a tea. I'm like, a tea. You make a tea, raw cannabis. Don't activate it. Don't put it in the oven. Don't do shit. Take it out of the package. Put it in a steeper. Shove it in your cup and leave it in there the whole time. And let those oils extract and drink up those base cannabinoids using honey as a lipid, as a fat, as a transport into the body. Because again, cannabis travels through the lipids. There's a really great article, and I don't want to talk about it yet. I want to read through it a little bit more because it was recently discovered exactly how cannabis activates through the fats of the body. It was riveting. I know most people wouldn't read this article and go, riveting? Like, oh, but I was excited. Every word. I was on the edge of my seat. But that's my joy for the medical side of cannabis as well. Learning exactly why things happen and how we can maybe utilize those reactions, those process. That's exciting. So I make tea. I eat it raw. And that's helped change a lot of things in my body. Oh, I needed that joint. That was a good joint. That was a really good joint. This has been a long, hard day. So that joint was quite nice. It was quite nice. It did the trick. So yeah, I'm transparent. I don't hide. I'm not hiding anything. I'm not ever trying to be anybody other than myself. So yes, I'm very transparent. Create momentum through gratitude. Interesting. Gratitude fuels movement without burnout. Every step counts. Honor them. Gratitude keeps your ego humble and your heart open. And I'm thankful for all of you. Not just because, I say it all the time and I mean it. Even one person watching the show is magic. One person changed is 1,000 people changed. One person reached is 1,000 people reached. 1,000 reached is 1,000,000. My math is amazing. You should see my math. It's just incredible math. But that's exactly it. Look, we are one, we are millions, we are billions. That's what the show is. Look, let me see, where am I? So create momentum to gratitude, but always thankful for everybody who watches the show, who has a chance to share the the digital stage, to share the digital stage, to share the digital energy. I'm thankful for all of it. Thank you for all of you. And anytime I can get you guys on the show, to jump in, to chit chat a little bit, how awesome. Let me see. Light others without losing your flame. So let me see. Share your story, but don't let validation become your fuel. Protect your fire by feeding it with your own love first. I do that. That's how you stay radiant and renewable. Well, I do that. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's it. I think through life lesson, I'm learning on the show, live with you. I'm learning live with you. We are on this journey together, whether you're experiencing it yourself or so when I first started this, I did this show with another individual. It was called High and Empowered. So the original show was High and Empowered. And I had a co-host, and she was on a journey to find herself. And in one of the episodes I was doing, let me see. Mike, is that you? Let me see what's going on, Oren. I just got home. Mike, welcome to Highly Motivated. Mike, of course, over here with Stoners for Swag, a Facebook group, great group. Join, check them out, get all involved. See, I'm going to call you tomorrow about doing Weed Wars. Okay, see what we can do on a short notice. Let's see what we can do on a short notice. Give me a call tomorrow. 100%. Let's chit chat. So, but that's the show. This is what we do. We talk. We show up late. We show up early. We show up in the middle. At the end, it doesn't matter. We are here. So I was talking a little bit about what keeps, keeping, I guess, what motivation is, what authentic motivation is, and that's what the show is. This show, I'm learning live. I'm changing live. I'm realizing things live sometimes with you, with all of you, with one of you, with a million of you. We have viewers all over the world, and I want to say thank you for all of you from wherever you're watching. We are always surprised, and not, but surprised by some of our visitors. Like we had in Poland. In Poland on 11/11. We had a show on 11/11, which we were talking about 11/11 and the coincidences of it. But we talked about a show. 11/11 is the Polish Independence Day. I didn't know this, but we had somebody from Poland watching. Then all of a sudden, another person and another person and another. We had all these people from Poland. It was amazing. And they were celebrating their Day of Independence. So I thought that was pretty exciting. And that came together really beautifully. But this show is a combination of so many voices, so many energies. A lot of our viewers, sometimes they can't watch us right now, like maybe King's Wish 420, he's in Australia, or Troublesome Red from New Zealand. We've got some great characters and great energy. And that's what makes Highly Motivated. That's what brings us all together. So here I am sitting in the parking lot of another hotel. Sitting in the parking lot. I mean, it's it is what it is. It is what it is. But it's an interesting energy to watch outside. The winds are blowing. It's raining. I mean, it's slowed down now. It stopped kind of. It's just drizzling. But so much drizzle, it's just super wet. And because I was going to try doing the show outside on the back of the vehicle like I did in Miami. Because I think the last show I came in from Miami. Was that the last show? What day is it today? I'm like, what day? Sunday? So Sunday, I was broadcasting from Miami. And today, I am broadcasting from 13 hours from Florida. 12. Right now I'm at 12 and I have 3 more hours to go. So 12 hours from Florida. And I have 3 hours to go. Oh my God, why am I drinking this thing? Ugh. Every time I drink it, and then I'm like, And I'm like, why am I doing it? Why? Just why? Okay. Just why? But here we are on the road, and as I said, look, this is me. I'm not being something different. I'm not trying to, let me see, where am I broadcasting from tonight? Seems you are mobile and on location somewhere. It is highly motivated with Oregonji on the road tonight. Yes, Mike. This is, we are 13, so I'm like 13 hours from Florida. I am up the coast, the East Coast. So I'm like 13 hours up the East Coast right now. I'm actually not totally sure where I am. I'm like on the border of some shit. But I made it pretty far today. I want to say I'm like super north Virginia, maybe touching Maryland. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I am, but where I'm going is another thing entirely. But I think that's one of the great things about being an Oregonji, being ready to adventure at any moment. I am ready to adventure, and I am on actually an adventure right now. I'll tell you about it later. It's a little bit of chaos. It's a little bit of good, a little bit of bad, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of nothing. It's a little bit of something. And in all the things that it is, it's something quite fantastic. No, we're just here and traveling and taking a break, taking a much needed break. I've been very busy for a very long time, and all of a sudden I became quite unbusy. Not often do I get a break. Not often do I get but it's good. It's good to have this because it brings clarity. It brings insight. It gives you a moment to think. And sometimes you need to sit in silence with yourself. You need to sit in silence and listen to yourself. Listen to your thoughts. Talk to yourself. Answer yourself. Look, you are your best critic. You are your best answer. You need a second opinion. You could get a second opinion from yourself. Just be like an outside observer of you. Be the outside observer so that you can be that second voice. So I don't know. I'm rambling a bit. I definitely need another smoky toky. I don't know how much energy I've got left on the show. We're just gonna peek here. All right, it looks like we've got a little bit of time. We got. Let's see. I'm pretty much out of things to talk about, so I'm just gonna light this up and then we'll start moving the show out. I mean, it's not even anything to talk about. It's things that are going on right now. I mean, there are a number of incredible things. It's Halloween. I haven't really spoken about Halloween because it's like Halloween all the time where I live. Every day is Halloween. Isn't there a song like that? Now, tonight is like obviously giving you insights into Oren. I gave you my origin story tonight. If you didn't hear the origin story, I was conceived in the Bermuda Triangle. I was born Friday the 13th, December 1974 at 11:11 in the morning. So 11:11 in the morning, Friday the 13th, December, Sagittarius, Ossificus. So not Sagittarius any longer, but Ossificus. Long story. And not a long story. Astronomers realigned the stars and said, shit, there's a 13th sign. I'm now the 13th sign. So, all those coincidences, and I even have a daughter that has quite an ominous birthday. That being said, we gave the origin story of me and kind of what it meant or why it meant. I don't think I've ever spoken about all of that kind of correlated together. I do have some really fantastic, I don't know if the link is working. I really hope it is. I'm just going to put it up there. Let me see. We're gonna try out the link and kind of see how that's going. Okay. So if you look at the corner of the screen and if you scan that, then grand things happen. I do need to make it look a little better. I don't know what I've done to it. It takes you to a site with fantastic things. So tonight, thank you very much. And there's a little QR code, and we'll talk about that in more detail as things progress, as I figure some things out as well. But definitely something super fantastic. Super fantastic. Again, it's Wednesday's show. I think Friday we're going to talk about it more. Friday will definitely give you guys some great links and great directions. And this is a great link and a great direction. Cost effective, to your door. No bullshit. Just no bullshit. I don't know why my Frenchman comes out. There's like an inner Frenchman. I start snorting. I don't know what's going on. When I'm happy, I snort. I don't know where the hell that comes from. So just smoky toking a little bit. I was talking about something. What was I talking about? Doesn't matter. I was looking over here. Michael's like, where am I? Where am I? I don't know. I'm up north. I'm up north because the weather is cold and it's rainy. So it's cold and rainy. My two favorite things. My two favorite things. So tonight we were also talking about true authenticity. And so I went from my origin story. We did start with cannabis and mindset. Like, you got to believe. Right. So let's start there. We started with cannabis and mindset at the beginning of the show. And you have to believe in cannabis. If you don't believe in it, then things don't work. If you fight it, it's going to fight you. So that's what we've talked about tonight. And then we moved all that conversation into motivation, authenticity, who, why I kind of do what I do. And I've spoken about it before. I mean, it all, it started with my mother and trying to live her legacy or at least continue the energy thereof. The woman helped everybody. The woman was an educator. She made them laugh. And that's why I want to make people laugh through education. I want to make them happy through education. I want to be able to teach the knowledge I know about cannabis, but in a fun way, like a non-serious way. As you see, I sit here, I smoke with you. And it's no big deal. I mean, I am hotboxing the car a bit, but it's okay. I'll air it out. I'm going to have it cleaned tomorrow, and it won't smell that bad. I got some good air freshener. I don't smoke in the car enough. I don't do it while I drive. So I don't do this while driving. I'm parked. I am in front of the hotel. The car is running on power, not actually turned on. No key in ignition or anything like that. But in that's my disclaimer, by the way, because that's what's happening. And I'll clean it out. I'm going to have it nicely wiped down. But, I smoke with you so that you see I'm not like, ooh, I'm going to jump off a bridge. Ooh, I think I could fly. No, I'm afraid of heights. There's no way I'm getting on like a ladder. There's no way I'm going to go on I don't even like going on balconies. I get like on a balcony like where I'm super high and shit. No, I freak out. I'm like, I go stone cold. I'm like, I don't want to, and then I'll get to the edge and I'll look over the edge. I'm like, no, I don't need to be over here. I'll go back inside. I don't like balconies. I'm not a balcony kind of guy. I mean, I do like balconies, but low, third story, fourth story. That's it. Let's not get crazy. So, be careful. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So we were talking authenticity and keeping it real. And in the last part of the conversation, it was like I'm asking myself, am I the same Oregonji that started? Like the same energy, the same person. And I'm evolving. I evolve through the show, through you. Together we're evolving and we're becoming. And I think that's an amazing thing. I think it's an amazing thing, and that's what keeps the community going. Might be some great news. I feel great energy. I have to tell you, the energy of things. Ooh, that's like a big cat. That's not a cat. That's like what is that? Whatever that was enormous. Like, enormous. Oh, wait, what was that? I got a beepy beep. Okay. Okay. But anyways, we're just hanging out tonight, and I feel great about that. And I feel great about the energy that we're bringing into the universe around us. So that's the show. That's what we're doing. Tonight we had a little talky-talk. And whenever I'm on the road, look, it's by keeping it real, being real every show. So this is me. Not every show is an amazing show, but I feel like it is. I feel like it is. But not every show is going to be perfect. Like the beginning of today's show, I was so far-mished. My brain was like here, it was there. The beginning of the show wasn't perfect, but the beginning of the show never is. It's a getting comfortable. Each show is different. It's its own energy, its own direction. And getting comfortable with that show could take 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. I don't know. Maybe it took 30 minutes tonight. I don't know. Sometimes you just roll right into it. And sometimes it takes a little time. Because today, I think I had to wind down just a little bit from the initial drive. The initial drive tonight, wow, it was tough today. I'm good. I'm good for like, I could do like a 6-hour drive, and then I gotta get out of the car. I've got to get out of the car. I've got to walk around. I've got to, I don't know, explore. I love exploring. I'm on an exploration adventure right now. I am on a secret adventure. I can't tell you what's going on yet. I can't. It's actually really nothing at all. It's just a little mini vacation adventure for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. I don't know. Look, we're doing Halloween. I may have to pre-tape Halloween, like the show, because I think I'm going to be busy. I think I'm going to be very busy. I think I'm going to be incredibly busy. What was that? Okay. I'm getting freaked out by something going on over there. So Friday's show is probably going to be a pre-taped episode, but it'll still be going on. So you'll think it's live, but it won't be live. But it'll be going on at 8 o'clock on pretty much every channel. I don't know how to pre-tape for Instagram yet. So Insta-cha-cha, I might go live where I'm at. I'll find out. I will find out if I can, which I'm pretty sure I can. I think I can. So if I can go live on the Instagram, I will. You can find me on Instagram as O420X. That's O, Orin, O420X. O420X. That's my handle on the Insta-cha-cha. You can find me there, always broadcasting. Sometimes I think the signal is good. Sometimes it's bad. Sometimes I just do not know. Sometimes I see people watching. Well, I don't see the people. It'll show me how many numbers. And then all the numbers disappear. I'm like, what happened? Just everybody immediately stopped watching. But then I find out they're still there. So knowing that there's always people there, I appreciate everybody watching, even though I don't know you're there. Even though I see you and don't see you. Sometimes I see, like, I'll see you in the comments. So if you leave a comment, I see you. But other than that, it doesn't really show me anybody's watching. But I have faith because I believe and I know people are watching on the Insta-cha-cha. Because the Insta-cha-cha is a great, the Insta-cha-cha is a great place to be able to catch highly motivated. I think it's an excellent place. Thank you to the Instagram for allowing our highly motivated show to be here on your channel. Everybody, it's El Maestro 420. Welcome to Highly Motivated. Welcome to the show. We've had a lot of crazy topics tonight, Maestro. Wow. I mean, just chit-chats, little bits and pieces about everything. I am in front of my hotel in the parking lot, smoking a little talky-talk, and out of the weather, out of the rain. My car is off, but just relaxing. And I'm on the road. So wherever I am, I'm always going to come to you on the show. I'm going to try to. I don't always do a great job of that. Sometimes I miss a show here and there, but 3 times a week, Friday, Sunday, Wednesday, you can catch us highly motivated. All of us highly motivated as a community. So I come and do the show, 1 person, 1,000 people, 2,000 people, it doesn't matter. This is your show, it's my show, it's our show, it's the show. And that's how it's always going to be. So, no, I think Wednesday, this is it is Wednesday, I'm pretty sure oh shit, is it Wednesday? The week is flying by too fast. I don't even know where Monday went, don't know where Tuesday went. Wait, I've been driving all day today, so I know where that went. And beautiful sunrise. If you are up early enough to see the sun come up, right before the sun comes up, it's super dark. Like it's super black in the sky. Like crazy dark. And right before the sun comes up, but as soon as the sun comes up, that first peaking of the sun. And this morning, the way the storm was, the fog was, the clouds were like overlapping, like they were pillowed and overlapping each other. It was amazing. And the sun came up like an egg. That's really what it was like. But over, like the yolk had spilled out. Amazing. A gorgeous orange that it was like golden and on fire. Sunrises have become the beginning of a day, the beginning of an energy, the beginning of faith in me, faith in journey, faith in vision, faith in vibe. A sunrise dictates an energy. And this morning's energy, it was amazing. It was so pillowed. The orange, I think I described it earlier, the orange of the sun itself just peaked right above the clouds. And at one point where it washes over the clouds, it also illuminated through them. But you can still see the pillows of whites, but these multiple colors of deep orange just illuminating and setting on fire the sky. Beautiful start to the day. And then it became like a fog and rainy and wet all day wet. But the weather doesn't bring me down. I don't look at the weather and go, oh, I'm going to let the weather dictate who I am. I'm going to let the weather bring me down. No, there is no bringing me down. I'm excited. Weather is weather. Rain is good. We need the water. But then too much rain is ridiculous. I think this is from some kind of storm. And by the way, I want to send my deepest heartfelt condolences and prayers and hopes and great positive energy to Cuba and to Jamaica. I pray that everybody got out of there safe. I pray that your homes are still standing, your infrastructure can be rebuilt quickly. The storms were some of the most powerful, the most powerful that have ever hit. I believe the most powerful storm that's ever hit Jamaica and the most powerful storm that's ever hit Cuba. And I just hope the people are safe. I'm sending out powerful, positive energy to you. And I hope everybody on the show, if you have the energy to spare, please send the energy. Send the thoughts of it's so rough. But send out positive energy. Send out positive energy. Cuba and the people of Cuba need it. Jamaica and the people of Jamaica, they need positive vibes, positive vibration. And I say it in my most terrible Jamaican accent. It's been on my mind, and the news, anything that you see, I mean, it is devastated. And it feels like an entire island has to start over. So I just wanted to send out love and let Jamaica and Cuba know you are in my heart. You are in my positive thinking for a quick recovery. The people are just, I mean, this is devastating. Crazy storm. So if you don't know, they were just hit, just in case you don't watch TV or you don't know what the hell's happening, because I don't. I usually don't. Listen, I don't watch TV. I don't watch the news like that. I mean, but I get world news. But the world news is this. It's a serious thing. So again, love, positive vibes, and in any way, if you can help. Send something. Look, I don't tell people to send money, but if you find the right charity that can really help the people, and you know the money's going to the people, and you can trust in that, then send it by all means. If you can. This is a tragedy. This is huge. And this is when people really should come together and realize money doesn't mean anything. Money doesn't mean anything unless we can use it to help people. So I'm not one to tell you what to do with shit, and I'm not going to tell you what to do with it. But that's why I send positive energy. Everybody send positive energy. Energy is going to be a big deal. Energy is a wave. We can send over a wave, a good wave of positivity and forward positive momentum. I know people think that's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. More is needed. Well, of course more is needed. So if you can do more, do more. If you can't do more, don't do more. That's my 2 cents, 3 cents, 2.5, 3 cents. I don't know. It was a long day. It's a long day. But I think the day was amazing. I mean, the day, look, that sunrise this morning was just incredible. I didn't see the sunset. I didn't see it set, but the sunrise was, wow. I mean, that in my vision has been my day. That's been how I've been thinking all day. I just keep going back to that sunrise. It was magical. The colors of orange I have never seen, never. And it was like yolk, and it was creamy, and it was just bursting through the cloud, like the way it enveloped and used the cloud. I was like, I don't know. I was really taken. I was really taken, and I still am. By that beautiful sun, And then I'm gonna just say it one more time. The Taqueria Yorico Rorac, I don't even know what it was. I put it on a Google review. So if anybody follows any of my Google reviews of where I am or the restaurants or shit like that, this is a food truck outside of the Big Boys gas station. I don't know. There's so many. Oh my God, I don't even want to tell you how disappointed I was today. Holy shit. I'm in disappointed shock. I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you why I'll tell you. But anyways, outside of the Big Boys, there's a food truck that does tacos and queso birria tacos and a whole bunch of other beautiful shit. And they get a perfect 5 because they are perfectly amazing. Everything they do, perfect. The food is like bucket list kind of food. Bucket list kind of food. I was shocked. I was dreaming of fucking tacos, and I looked at them like tacos near me, 2 minutes away. I'm like, fine, 2 minutes away. I am so far north, you would think I would get a good taco. No. I got a fucking amazing taco. But the journey of tacos actually started much earlier. So the journey of tacos, as I was driving up, there are all these signs that say south of the border. We are not south of the border. And it's Pedro this and Pedro that. And I'm like, really? So it's SOB, Pedro. I'm like, son of a bitch. You're like, no, it's south of the border. So there is a place that is as big as a town, that is mini golf, that is stores and restaurants and RV park and motel and hotel and restaurants and an entire infrastructure that is like a ghost town. But all these signs on the road are really pulling. So I'm not here during a tourist time. Tourist. But I imagine this place can get quite touristy. But this looked like a ghost town. And this was south of the border. South of Virginia and north, right there. It's like, okay. This is also what was crazy. So Virginia was right past when you leave them and get back on the freeway, it becomes Virginia. So they are like right outside of Virginia, and they're outside of North Carolina. So they're on a buffer zone between North Carolina and Virginia. And the place is called south of the border. And when you get there, you're just like, what? Like, holy shit. Like, I mean, I imagine in its heyday, this was a metroplex. In its heyday, a metroplex. Probably the RV park still does good, but I wanted tacos. And south of the border, you better find an amazing frigging taco. Major Nugs! Everybody welcome Major Nugs to Highly Motivated. It's good to have you on the show, Nugs. And tonight I'm on the road. Oregonji, highly motivated, on the road. We're talking authenticity. We're talking being real. And on the show, I'm coming to you real all the time. I don't hide it. I mess up a lot. I misspell, misspeak, missay, and I don't care. It's a sorry, not sorry type of thing. I am learning. I am growing. I am showing that, look, I'm not perfect. Obviously, if you know me, you know I'm not perfect. If you no, if you know me, you know me. I mean, if you know, you know. You know I work hard. And you know I believe in cannabis and community and people. What the fuck was I talking about? Shit. All right, south of the border. So south of the border, this place, it's I don't know. I want to say it's like 20 years ago. It probably was in its heyday. But it's got an RV park that's working. I wanted tacos. And the restaurant was closed. The burritos and the tacos, and it was closed. So I'm like, what the fuck? It's closed. What is this shit? I come to south of, all I could think of was south of the border. And we showed, because all these signs, it's like Buc-ee's south of the border, Buc-ee's south of the border, Buc-ee's. I'm like, shit, I'm on an adventure south of the border. I wasn't impressed at all. Didn't even really stop the car. We drove around and looked at everything, and it just, it was not exciting in any way. There was no adventure there in any possible way, because it was old and dated. It needs a massive facelift, but south of the border could really be something again. It could be, but there was nobody there, nobody working, nothing happening, nothing open. And it was a ghost town. The motel, the hotel, ghost town. So I'm like, okay. It was one of those forgotten in time. Like, you step into another time. You go there, you're stepping into a different time. Like 1,000%. So that was the disappointment, but not a disappointment, because I still had an adventure. It was still an adventure. It was still a journey. It was still, it was still the finding of something different, something new, something interesting. So it was still interesting. The sunset was amazing. And the tacos that I ended up finding on accident. I mean, it was like out of desperation. I was like, I can't anymore. I want tacos. There can be no tacos here. No tacos near me. 2 minutes. Shut up, 2 minutes. Nah, the best so stupid good. taco vaqueros tacos. I don't know. I can't remember. I did a Google review. You find me, you find my Google review, you'll see how beautiful these tacos are. These people do it with love and understanding of how the human palate works. I say crunchy, cheesy, chewy. I say crunchy, cheesy, amazing. I say crunchy, cheesy, kicking ass. I love a good birria taco. I love a good consommé. The consommé, the sauce, the dips, which is made from the peppers and made from the cooking process and made from this and that. It's the genius that brings it all together with the spices, with the this, with the cilantro, with the onions. Wow. I drank the consommé. It was so good. I could do protein. I could do proteins. So I drank the consommé. It was amazing. It was so delicious. It dripped down my beard. I was just like, I don't care. I love it. I was making a mess. I'm like, I don't care. When it's so delicious, you don't care where it goes. You want it to go in your mouth. You want it to go down into your belly. But it's so good that there's an enjoyment in that sauce, in that taste, in that moment that you're just like blown away. This was, and now I could have been really fucking hungry. I could have been incredibly hungry. I'm just going to throw that out there. I was so hungry. I haven't eaten in like such a long time. So when I ate the taco, I felt like I was on Naked and Afraid. I felt like I was on Naked and Afraid, and I haven't eaten for like 7 days. Like I haven't eaten in like 7 days. I was just so hungry and just crazy hungry. So that might have contributed to my devouring the taco, but the flavors were on point. The crunch, the cheese, the chew, the deliciousness of the quality of what they did, just yum. And there was a language barrier. There was no language barrier. Food is a universal, wow. Like it was explosion. Makes the whole thing worth it. The whole trip, the whole journey that I'm on right now. The whole mini journey that Oregonji is currently on, it's made it already. The sunset and the fucking tacos. What a day. What? Look, if that's all the joy of a day, what an amazing day. An amazing drive. A little difficult at times because it's long. I don't like to fly. Oh, I do not like to fly. I do not. I'm like Dr. Seuss over here. I don't want to fucking fly. I just don't like it. Last time I flew to Colorado, and it was a quick flight. I had to book. I had to get down there for 4:20. I had a gig over at the Red Rocks Amphitheater with Schwaz, Standing Akimbo, Starbuds. Awesome shit. Good weed. Really good stuff. But they just didn't bring their management together and not the best decisions, I think, corporate wise for their people. That being said, long story short, I was brought down there on a whim, and I jumped on a plane, and the plane was up, it was down, it was up, it was down, it was up, it was down. It was holy shit. It was, if you were not buckled in, your head was getting smashed. I mean, turbulence, insanity. Turbulence, like, oh my God. So after the turbulence calmed down, and they actually brought drinks out, and because it was the craziest, and then turbulence started going again. They had to strap shit down. Coming in for the landing, you felt air hit the top of that plane and just push it down. I mean, it was, when we hit hard. And it was like, people looked around and it was like, holy shit, fucking crazy. So I don't like to fly. I used to fly internationally. I used to fly to the Middle East and to England, to Amsterdam, to Germany. I used to fly worldwide. And long flights are pillowy. They're gentle. They're so easy. You just go to sleep. You eat, you drink, you talk. We used to be able to smoke on the plane. No more smoky. Not weed, just cigarettes. But that was a long time ago. Fucking super long ago. So, super long. On international flights. You can't do it anymore. And it's like 18 hours flying, 21 hours. Holy shit. But those kind of flights are different. So, anyways, I was flying from Florida to Colorado and to Denver, to Denver, Colorado, and to the Red Rocks. I was doing a gig, and we landed hard. Wind just brought that plane down. Just, oh my God. So we landed hard, and I ended up I got to the hotel, and the hotel was closed. The fuck is this? I have a reservation. It's closed. Closed. And this is not, look, the pictures made the hotel look fantastic. It was not fantastic. It was a pretty rough hotel. So it gets worse though. I did not come dressed for the cold weather. I had some good clothing, but nothing that would protect me from an overnight freeze. And that night, it was going to freeze. So I'm like, what is this? So there's no lobby that I could wait inside. They had the door locked. The door to the hotel to enter was like locked. What is this? So I have nowhere to go inside to block from, because the taxi cab left, and I'm here at this hotel. It was crazy. So I ended up sitting outside that office, going to sleep. Barely, I'm back awake, going to sleep, back awake. One of the other people came around trying to check in. They couldn't check in, but they had a rental vehicle, so they dropped me off. And again, I was like awake all night. They dropped me off at like what was it? Denny's? I think it was a Denny's. It was Denny's. They dropped me off at a Denny's, and you can't go to sleep at Denny's. You can't go to sleep at a booth. So I ordered shit, and I just sat there all night and I'm dozing off, and I what could I do? I mean, what can you do? There was nothing I could do, so I dozed off, and then I got a ride back to the hotel. I checked in when they opened up. Crazy shit. They opened up at like 7 a.m. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I had the people from Schwaz coming to pick me up, and I had to be in a suit and shit. So I had like 30 minutes to shower, change, and then I went downstairs, no sleep, and I'm standing there. I'm like, hey, let's go. I'm ready. I got in the car. I'm like, holy fuck. I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to do today? I got all of today, all of tomorrow. Holy shit. I'm like, oh, I got to go do some video. I had to do this. I had to do that. Okay, long story short, I did the event, and I'm getting on the plane, and I'm feeling a little uneasy. This is the last time I've flown, by the way. The last flight that brought me into Colorado was fucking awful. I mean, it was awful. It was a rough flight. I mean, it made me really double think the way I fly. Like, not fly. No more fly. No more. So anyways, got on the plane. It took I was in Denver, so I had to take like these two different trains. Denver's fucking weird. It's so weird. So weird. We'll get on that. We'll talk about the Denver airport on another episode. So anyways, got on the plane. Everything's fine, of course. We take off, and immediate turbulence. So this is coming in and out of the Denver airport. You've got to be an incredibly skilled pilot, because once we hit a certain altitude, we were just all over the place. I was waiting for the thing to drop, the airbag, and I'm waiting to put this over my mouth. This was the worst flight the entire way. It was from Denver to Florida. Or Atlanta. I think we went to Atlanta first, and then I did a pond hopper, to Florida. But this flight shook me to the core. And since then, I've been offered to get on planes, and I'm like, no. I'm just like, no. I'm like, look, it's not important. It's not important to get on a plane. I think driving is just driving is the big deal. So if I can't drive to a destination, by the way, welcome back, Gavin, or I know you've been here. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Excellent. We got to get you back on the show as well. So with planes, I would rather take a train. I would rather drive. I love driving. And actually I'm saving up to try to purchase, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to buy myself. I need to buy another vehicle. I need to turn this in. I need to turn this in and buy another vehicle. Um, and I've always wanted like a Porsche Cayenne, like jacked up on bigger tires, like Baja. So like a 4x4 Cayenne, a 4x4 Porsche. Um, that's always what I've wanted. I love to Baja. I'd love to Baja out a Porsche. So that's what I want, like a four door, something roomy, something comfortable, something V8, something turbo. No, I'm not gonna get that. I want that. That's why I won't get it. If what I desire and what I believe in is something different. What I desire and what I believe in is a different vehicle. What I want and what I feel like I need is a Porsche. Will I get that? Most likely not. Um, Most likely, I say that. I'm like, I say that, but I might, I'm I might be buying a very inexpensive, older model, like a 2000, it's a 2009, 2010, maybe 2010, Porsche Cayenne. It's like a titanium model. So it's titanium model. It's insane, insane, insane. I'm just at it, right? A V8. What is that, like a quad turbo or a turbo? It's V8 turbo. It's a V8 crazy fucking turbo. That's what it is. Then, then, so you jack them up a bit. You get a really nice suspension kit on these things. You give them a little bit bigger wheelbase. So you kind of do like Baja. There are some versions, I think. I've seen some really cool Porsches that have been Baja'd out. So this is what I want, but I want it four door because other people can get in. I want it for camping. I want it to be able to tow behind the bigger belief and desire. So because I want and need the Porsche, I won't get it. Or maybe I will. Who knows? It's you never know how life is going to go. Me driving a Porsche. It's a cheap Porsche. You don't even want to know how cheap. They need it work. It's like a 2010, and I think it's like 3 grand. It's 3,000, but it's in really decent needs work condition. It's in really decent needs work condition. But it's perfect because I don't need the fucking shocks that are on it. I can change those. I don't need the tires that are on it. I'm changing those. I don't need the rims. No, I might keep them. I don't know. I don't need the rims. I'm changing those. There are, and if there's a dent or if there's damage, I'm ripping out the wheelbase. Who gives a shit? So I'm changing those. I'm changing a few things. So in the changing of a few things, I can take something that needs a little bit of work and that is cost effective, but has an amazing engine and transmission. So engine and transmission is what I look at. It's a Porsche though. And all the things are tighter and in crazy places. And do I really want to be driving around in a Porsche? Yeah, 100%. I love it. I love Porsches. I love the Porsche. I love the Porsche very much. But the thing is, as a kid, I loved the 911s, and I loved the speed and the just the turbo. But I have a family and I need to fit them inside the car. I have business. I have to be places. I need to fit them in the car. I need gas economy. So what am I thinking getting a Porsche? What am I thinking? I'm probably going to get the Porsche. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm probably going to do it. I got to turn this car in and get a Porsche, but a cheap one that I can work on. Um, but maybe not because I'm actually trying to save money, which I'm not going to because I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible at it. I'm just terrible. I'm not saving for tomorrow. I'm living right now. And that's in the joy of food, the joy of travel, the joy of clothing. I like, I like to, but I don't spend. And in that, I'm trying to buy a Euro high top camper van. Mercedes makes an amazing one. Some by Thor, by Winnebago. There's some really cool models, but that's what I'm looking for. So, but because I travel so much, and this way, if I need to travel to Miami, I can stay in like a campground or in a, if it's overnight in a Walmart parking lot. Or I mean, but you got your camper van. And so it's not so bad. And to me, that's kind of part of the adventure. So I used to travel with my family in a 45-foot fifth wheel. And let me see how much power we got in Insta Ooh, 18%. So when my mom passed, I sold my house in Texas and I bought, and I'm giving you the short story. I bought a 45-foot fifth wheel that I pulled with my 3500 Chevy 3500 truck, my dually. I loved my dually. I had to get rid of my dually, but I loved the dually. But the dually really didn't love me. It always had these issues. Shit always messed with me going up a mountain. I'm going up a mountain. Listen, listen. It was ever since we went up Timmins Mountain, trying to get to Pennsylvania, trying to get to Gettysburg, and Google tried killing me. I'm listening. Google had it out for me. Google wants to kill me. I'm on this expressway coming down a mountain as it is. I didn't want to come down a mountain. We came down a mountain. A mountain came we down. So, coming down the mountain, I'm on an expressway and I'm trying to get to Gettysburg because there's this camp, an RV park called Drummer Boy. Drummer Boy is haunted. It's amazing. It's an amazing place. And late at night, the freaking ghosts come out and you see these shadows within the fog and you hear things. Scared the shit out of everybody. I loved it. Great energy that you can kind of just history and you feel that history. Anyways, on the way to Drummer Boy Park, we get off, we're on an expressway, and Google says to get off. So Angie looks at me, she goes, get off. I'm like, no, I think if we just follow this around for like 10 minutes, we're there. And she goes, Google said get off though. I'm like, I'm looking at the thing, I'm looking at the map, I'm looking at the direction. I'm like, you're right. I'm not saying it's Angie's fault. I'm not, because it's not. It's not. It's mine. Because I went this direction. It said get off the expressway, so I got off, paid the toll, and we're going down this pretty narrow two lane road. And up ahead of us, we see this Amish cat driving in one of these horse and buggies. He's anyways. So we're pulling up around him, and as we pull up around him, he looks at us and he's shaking his head like this, like, I mean, just like, and I'm like, why is he doing this? This is scary. Why are you shaking your head like this? But we keep driving, and I pass by, and all of a sudden the road does a kind of turn and up, a turn and up. So I'm looking, like, okay, I mean, my 3500 can handle everything. And I'm pulling a 45-foot fifth wheel camper with, I mean, just a bunch of cookware. So at the time, I was traveling the country doing presentations at state fairs and shit like that as, selling cookware. Amazing cookware. Terrible company, but really amazing, terrible nepotism within the company. But in that, amazing cookware, like just amazing stuff. Overpriced, like you wouldn't believe, but amazing stuff. So, anyways, I was learning doing the shows and on the road, and this was so many years ago when we first really got on the road, and I had a lot of extra cookware, and we were transporting going to the next show. So but we're trying to get to this park. We all of a sudden go around this corner and it starts going up, and I'm like, okay, I think I've got this. So I remember to, I'm giving it power but not too much, and I'm letting it just kind of work into itself. We're going up the mountain, and all of a sudden there's all these cars behind me. There was nobody behind me. I'm telling you, you could see that there's no, it's like everybody got off of the expressway all of a sudden, said, Google's like, oh, go this way. So we're going up, 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 and my truck is overheating. There's nowhere I can get off the road, like nowhere. So the truck is overheating, and the transmission is overheating. It's like everything was overheating, and I couldn't stop. There's no stop. There's all these people behind me, and we are on a steady incline, like we are going up. And so I gave it more gas. I'm like, it's a little bit further. And Angie's freaking out. Kids are freaking out. Everybody, I'm a little freaked out, but I'm like, no, we got this. Let's go, family. So I'm on the gas and I'm giving it, I'm giving it, I'm giving it, I'm giving it. And we're going up. We find out this is Timmins Mountain. We just went vertically the hardest climb you could ever take. The hardest climb. This was crazy sauce. Anyways, so we went up this mountain and we get to the top and the whole truck is overheating. It's like we barely made it up there. It's like I'm on the full gas. The truck is got nothing. It's got nothing. We get up to the top of this mountain and that's it. We park. My truck is down like this, and the camper is down the other side. So we're like a precipice of this mountain. We're like at the tippity freaking top, tippity top. We get out of the truck, and I turned it off. You don't turn off a diesel. If you have a diesel, I didn't know this. If you have a diesel and you're overheating, you don't turn it off. Leave it running. Leave it running. So the cycle, it can keep cycling everything through the unit. Don't turn it off. Me, numbnut, I turn it off. And we get out of the truck and we're all looking to see what's going on. And holy shit, and we just made it up this mountain, but now we're stuck. We're stuck because the truck wouldn't start again. We couldn't get it started. But first, so we're getting out of the truck, we turn it off, we get out, we're looking around, and there's these spiders, red and black spiders, the size of my hand. I shit you not. I mean, woo! I mean, super crazy, huge, like some of the biggest spiders I've ever seen. Hairy, fuzzy. So if you know a red and a black spider that's hairy and fuzzy, that's what we saw on top of Timmins Mountain. That was perpendicular, parallel, perpendicular, whatever, to the Blue Mountains of West Virginia. That's how high up we were. It was a crazy place. So we're up at the top and there's zero cell service. I can't even remember why I'm telling the story. There's zero cell service. And I think Google was trying to kill me. I think that's why. No cell service. But like so spotty, you got to stand out by the spiders. So everybody's hiding in the truck away from the spiders. It was really quite an issue. I finally got enough service and I got a hold of Good Sam. Good Sam is one of these services that you have an RV, you call them, and they will do everything they can because you're paying a service. So they dropped me after this from their service. After this event, I think they dropped me. Or maybe it was a later event. Maybe it was a later event. This was crazy, though. So a cop comes, and he's demanding us to try to back up off of the road. There's no way we're backing off the mountain. So he gets out of his car and jumps back in his car, and he's on the microphone saying, "This is going to be perfectly fine. You're great. You're great." And he drives away. He was like our only help in like hours. So finally, I got a hold of Good Sam. They called out a truck, a tow truck. The tow truck's like, I can't hook you up. I can't hook this thing up. So he left. And then an enormous tow truck shows up. Like this thing I mean, this is like the tow truck of tow trucks. This thing can a tow truck and a few more. I mean, it was enormous. It had like a crane on it. So, so anyways, he was like, and he said he couldn't do it because to go down the mountain, the whole drink, that's been terrible. So sweet, so crazy. To go down the mountain was such a treacherous thing for him to hook me up that he can go in front of me while I follow behind him. So he was able to get my truck started again. And there were some pieces that we had to replace. But we got down the mountain. So we started the truck up. And I didn't really realize how bad this journey was. Going down the mountain, because this was on the top. And right on the other side of the mountain, we still had to get back. We got back on the expressway that led us into Gettysburg. It was ridiculous. Oh, crazy. I might be close to there as well. I might be close to that place. That is crazy. So I didn't even realize, like, my brain was somewhere else. So anyways, to go down the mountain was this twisty, turny. I mean, what kind of person creates a road like this going down the mountain? Actually, it probably would have been fun in the truck without the trailer. But going down that mountain with the trailer it was, oh my God. I mean, to this day, I don't think I've ever stressed so much ever about an event. And now looking back at it, it built strength. There were so many driving situations that I did with the RV that were crazy. Like in Pennsylvania, coming down from the Poconos, going up the Poconos was crazy in that thing, in the 45 foot. I took it everywhere. With that truck, the truck was amazing. Chevy 3500. It was a 2007, the truck. Um, Amazing power horse. But we went up the Pocono, so we came back down, and we were traveling out of Pennsylvania or somewhere else, just somewhere else. And as we were traveling, there was this bridge that was, I mean, everybody's going down the bridge, and it said that it's high enough, so it was really low looking, like so low. Like this is a huge concrete thing. You're traveling underneath an area. Um, oh my God, I don't like small spaces. I don't want to be enclosed in. And we're driving this, and it was like, here was the problem. I couldn't turn around. There was no turnaround, and there were no other trucks like me. There were no RVs. I was it. So, not like mine. I mean, there were some smaller ones, not like this behemoth 45 foot that I'm tugging around. So, um, so we get to to under the bridge part. There's no turnaround. There's no go back because you've probably reached the point of no return. So we trust it. We go under the bridge, and we are traveling under this gigantic, very long concrete thing. We're underneath all these other cars, and all of a sudden I hear the scraping. It is scraping my air conditioner units on top of the RV as I'm driving, and it's scraping them more and more and more. And it knocked off the back one, the back casing to the back AC unit. It knocked it off. I'm like, we are scraping, like it ripped it right off, and it's scraping the top one right here. That means we were too tall. That means we were too tall. I could hear it. I was stressed about it, so I gave it the gas, and we came out. Scraped up the whole front one, and then lost the back one. Um, it could have been worse. It could have been so much worse. We could have gotten stuck underneath that bridge coming out of Pennsylvania, coming out of the Poconos. And those are situations that you get into all the time. And it builds strength, it builds character, it builds trust in yourself. Knowing that you can get out of these situations, knowing that you're capable of driving them, knowing that you can get up a mountain. And by the way, that Timmins Mountain, I drove down the mountain. I drove down this following this trucker, but I did the drive. I went up, I went down. And could I do it again? Sure. Would I do it with a 45-foot fifth wheel? No, absolutely not. No, I did going into North Carolina, Cherokee, North Carolina. I came in over the mountain pass. There was another way in. I didn't know. And there was huge signs that said 18-wheelers turn around now because you're going into no man's land. What was it? It was Maggie Valley. I was coming in over Maggie Valley, and that's when I broke the RV. I broke the RV. I broke the like one of the like where it the rod, this big giant rod that goes from one set of tires to another set of tires. Well, there were two tires on each side, and there were these two rods, these two poles, these two rods of poles of rods, and I can't remember what they're called now. It's like I would tell you, but I can't tell you. So going up the mountain was quite a journey, and we had a lot of issues with my truck. Fuel pump would like shut off when we're in the most dangerous of situations, going up a mountain, going up mountains and shit like that. So that's what happened originally in Timmins Mountain, and then in many other mountain passes that we went up, it would always give problems because my fuel system would shut down. So the truck wasn't getting fuel. So I'd have to pull over to the side of the road, get out, open the hood, pump the fuel pump to get it recognizing fuel once again, get back in the truck, turn it off, start it back up again, and get back up, climb a mountain. And everything was fine for a little while. But there was deeper problems with my truck because of some of the journeys up these mountains. Some of these journeys that I really put the truck through, I put it through a lot. So I guess that's a little more history in Orin, a little more stories of travel and adventure and what helps build the trust in oneself. These struggles in life test you. Struggles test you, and they test you how you're going to get out of it. They test you how you're going to overcome. They test you how you're going to be bigger and better. Be bigger and be better. And that's what these situations teach you. That's what life teaches you. That's what everything is teaching you. This show, it's me talking to myself, remembering these things, reteaching myself to see things in certain ways. That's why I do the show as well, because it's an energy all the way around. You hear me, I hear me, the universe hears me, and there's gratitude in these stories. There's gratitude in these moments because I look back at how everybody helped or how things happened or how things unfolded, and it was family journey. And we worked these situations together as a family. Could I get the same help out of my kids now? No. No. No, I think I scared them with that journey. No. So, I don't know. Anyways, listen, thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to my ramble tonight on the road with Oregonji. Through the fire and burn off the chat. No, so thanks for listening to my desires and my beliefs and my energy and help spreading the better. Help spreading the better in the world around us, because that's what we need. We need the better in the world around us. So thank you. Thank you for being real. Thank you for being you. Thank you for all the things that you don't get thanked for. Thank you. I appreciate you coming. I appreciate the universe opening up around us. I appreciate the great energy that you bring and that I feel here on the show. I don't know how I feel it, but I feel it. I feel it. And all the people that I didn't say hi to, hello. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Highly Motivated, as always. So I appreciate you. And tonight, I must end the show because I'm very busy. There's some busy shit happening. I'm like, busy shit happening. I need to go relax a little bit. It's been such a long drive. My ass hurts. That's it. My ass is hurting. I've been in the car too long. I've been too long. You're all amazing. Thank you. Friday, probably pre-recorded show. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. I'm so excited about some Halloween. 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 Okay, good night. Ciao. Everybody have a great rest of the week. You'll see me Friday. Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And of course, Sunday, of course, Wednesday. We had a couple micro topics tonight. They're this, they're that, they're a little bit of everything. You are amazing. And that's really the point. You're amazing. And you're amazing. You're all amazing. And keep being the amazing you. Don't do it for someone else. Do it for you. Don't have to justify how you feel about something. You don't have to justify, your energy, your taste, your individuality. You don't ever have to justify your individuality. So don't be amazing. Be amazing every single day, because that's what you already are. Thank you for being here on the show. We'll talk again. I'll see you again Friday. It's like a hop, skip, and a jump. We might do a giveaway if I'm live. If I can go live. If I can, we'll do a giveaway. So, anyways, we'll get back to it. You all do what you do. You do what you doodly do. You do what you doodly do. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being you. That's it. Good night. Arrivederci. Ciao. Do svidania. Wiedersehen. Arrivederci. Arrivederci.